A very important development in the Internet of Things has happened this week, and I'm talking to Jeff Edlund from HP. Jeff, you have shown for the first time an IoT platform that incorporates the 1M2M Release 1 standard. Can you tell us your thinking behind involving it for this launch?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have announced, launched, and delivered to our customers, the carriers, an IoT platform and a vertically integrated IoT application, which we call the Smart Energy Management Pack, that uses 1M2M CSE, or Common Service Entity specifications. And the value of that is that it will give our carrier customers a standardized way to onboard new applications, new services, new devices, and new protocols, and very rapidly be able to instantiate new services on this platform.
So this is really significant for IoT becoming a reality kind of around the world.
Yes, it absolutely is. So before this point, every integration that you tried to do, whether it be application or device, was a services kind of engagement where it was a one-off for that. Now with these specifications from 1M2M, where they've described in the application entity how applications connect to the platform, where they've described how device management and device services are taken care of within the CSE. And then in the network entity, they've described how the devices actually clamp on physically to the network. It's made it far easier to bring those new services on, much lower cost, and the manufacturers now have a specification that they can build to that will, allow those devices to come into the ecosystem and the services that they support much more easily.
Give us an example of how it's going to make a difference.
Yeah, so a good example that I can think of is in this Smart Energy Management Value Pack that we've brought today. So it's going to allow utility companies to move beyond just smart meter reading into industrial and home automation. It's going to allow municipalities to get into businesses such as smart lighting within the city, so that they can actually control those street lights, and then they can start to monetize those street lights in a new and interesting way. So if all the street lights are Wi-Fi mesh connected, now they can offer Wi-Fi mesh to the entire municipality wherever there's a street light, and blanket that city with Wi-Fi coverage. Another example is just home consumption. We've delivered an application for the consumers that allow them not only to participate in knowing what their energy consumption is in the house, but we've added a social platform and a gamification platform to it that allows them to compete with the family and with neighbors on actually saving energy and becoming the most green family in the neighborhood.
That's fantastic, and you've had a lot of interest this week.
Yeah, the interest has been incredible. It's not just the carriers; it's end user enterprise coming to us and figuring out what we've done and how quickly could we onboard new Internet of Things services for their particular enterprise. It's been consumers. We've even had interviews from companies that are specifically focused on green energy and how we're using this platform to really promote responsible use of the resources that we have.
Jeff, thanks for sharing the news with us.
Thank you very much.
So a significant initiative here from 1M2M and HP on the Internet of Things that's going to shape our world in years to come.